Advisory Committee.
All right, we're gonna move it.
The second Tuesday of Trimet, as Maya said, place greater emphasis on hear what we're trying to do and inform that process. So this month's meeting was a continuation of that effort. We first focused on giving folks an update on the Better Red project, as you heard a little bit about this morning.
They won't fund Rough Rod Ferry, but they'll do that completely wasteful, ridiculous. Well, we know why that's happening, because that's, Stacey Whitback and all of those cronies demand to be fed. So that's why they're doing the so-called Better Red, which doesn't do anything.
We recently...
This is board reports. I'm not interested.
Staff to make sure we...
Who cares?
But 2 well-deserved retirements.
All right. Okay, wait. We're fine.
Lively discussions on that. And yesterday, actually 2 days ago, Metro Council did vote in support of the RTP and NTIP amendments for I-205 tolling with a letter of agreement in place.
Between Metro and... Squeeze those serfs! Inflation's killing them. Squeeze them everywhere you can to eliminate that middle class. Destroy the fucking world. And you're allowing it. All of these people.
Not securing additional...
I don't care about any of that. Come on, move it.
Regarding our COVID-19, right. We'll give you a...
Let's see, where did we start this?
Regarding our COVID-19, we'll give you a brief update on the March ridership report, and we'll give you the latest on our operator shortage and hiring efforts. We will acknowledge not 1 but 2 well-deserved retirements.
See, he doesn't give you anything. His reports are just fluffy nothing. Nothing. The ridership sucks. You're doing nothing about it. The COVID, who cares about that anymore? It's just nothing. He gives you nothing.
On our executive leadership team. And then we're going to provide a brief progress report.
I just can't. Every time I hear that word, I just freak.
On a Better Red project here. We'll tell you a little bit about our climate action plan, which was just submitted to the FTA. And then we're going to celebrate one of our most decorated MICE operators whose commitment to safety has been honored yet again.
See, nothing. His report is nothing. Nothing. All the disruptions, all the delays, all the violence, all the craziness. Nothing. Nothing. You are useless, Mr. Dessous.
So let me just start here. We got a lot to get started with, and of course with COVID-19. It was another event-filled week last week with the developments on the national level, which affected all of us at home here. Bottom line, masks are no longer required on transit buses or trains. When the federal mandate was lifted, we immediately heard reactions from both sides. I received a call from the union immediately, are you going to take masks down? Then I heard a call from our employees, are you going to keep masks in place? So we recognize that there were strong feelings from both sides on the issue. And we welcome anyone who wants to continue masking for their safety and safety.
If you want to do it, do it. Just leave everybody alone already. Just let this go. All this COVID shit ended up in a gigantic failure, okay? Infections are worse than ever. Breakthrough infections are worse than ever. None of it actually worked, but people are not able to process this for some reason. Any more than they can process that Putin is not Hitler. He's not Hitler, okay? How do you actually believe that? I mean, I don't know how people are so easy to brainwash. It just shocks me.
Safety of others to do so. And we will also be continuing with masks on board our vehicles for anyone that might want a mask while riding. We've asked our employees, we've asked our riders to treat everyone with respect regardless of their decision. And we have a lot of folks here in our meeting that are wearing masks as well. So within 24 hours of that federal ruling, Multnomah County's top health official came out urging the continued mask use while riding public transit, especially during the long trips. They said that masks would help protect our most vulnerable neighbors that use our service, and this plea was made both by Trimet and also by the regional health officers as we started to see this slight uptick in...
All these career officials, all these technocrats, I don't believe anything they say. Nothing. Okay, and I don't trust any of these people. None of them. Not one government official do I trust.
Cases of the virus. So please, everyone, do what you feel is best to protect your health and those that you care about. Kind of moving on and turning to the March ridership, Trimet provided 4.4 million rides this past March. Our system ridership was up 27% over the same time last year. However, we are still down more than 46% overall from ridership levels before the pandemic. Our frequent service bus lines and weekend service on both bus and MAX continue to perform better, with ridership having recovered to about 65% of our pre-pandemic levels. Now our turn to a transition on updating our hiring process and our efforts that are going on with recruitment. As you know, on Friday, Trimet announced our most aggressive hiring pitch of new bus operators, an improved starting pay of $25.24.
Not enough. Not enough. As I've been saying all along, you got to start at 30, top at 40. They're not going to do that, though. They're not going to do that. They refuse to do what's actually necessary, which is change the salary structure.
Per hour and a $7,500 hiring bonus.
Although the hiring bonus, isn't bad. That's pretty good. That part of that's a retention bonus, by the way.
Over 3 years. This announcement just came
Wait a minute. The bonus is over 3 years. Did you hear that? So it takes 3 years to get the full bonus.
After 3 weeks after our last hiring bonus increase. But to be direct, it could not have come sooner. Our hiring incentives are bringing in more applicants, but just not enough. So we must hire, and I want to repeat this, we must hire to return service back to pre-pandemic levels, 327 operators.
Now, letting it get to that point is a management failure that should have heads roll with it to allow that to happen. You should have been on this a long time ago, and you weren't. I mean, just now you decided to raise it up. You should have raised it up a year and a half ago, the pay and the bonus. But you didn't, did you? Because you don't care. That's the only thing I can come up with. Why did you wait so long? Because you thought you could cheapskate out? We'll cheapskate out on this. It's because they're sociopaths. He doesn't care how many people are left behind at the stops. Bus routes canceled.
To get back to that level there. So we want to bring service back, and it's a top priority here as we move forward to increase ridership on our vehicles. But with the current service levels, we're being met right now with our current staffing levels, but we're challenged to bring on many more operators if we are to fully restore service. And most certainly to expand service in the future as we are looking at our comprehensive service analysis right now. Trimet's bus operators are excellent stewards of customer service. And foremost, there's no experience necessary, and we'll teach people how to drive and how to do it the Trimet way. So if you know anyone who's looking for a job to be an excellent bus rider, please invite them.
He just said to be an excellent bus rider. He's not comfortable. He's a terrible public speaker. He has to keep looking at his notes. He can't wing this. See how he's looking at his notes constantly?
To visit trimet.org, careers, to learn all about the opportunities that are available here at Trimet. We're also hiring mechanics and for many other positions at Trimet. Next this morning, we'll soon be saying happy retirement to 2 members of our executive leadership team, and I hope that they're both in the audience. By now you heard that Executive Director of Engineering and Construction, Steve Witter, he announced his retirement.
That was it. Trimet's being sued by there's so many controversies that he just doesn't go over. Okay, the lawsuit over the construction of the viaduct. Steve Witter was in charge of that, and now he's leaving with another failed management crony. Gets his full retirement, no penalty at all for failing.
Retirement. And if not, while you're taking that in, I will also let you know that Dee Brookshire, our Executive Director of Finance and Administrative Services, has also announced plans to retire as well.
I don't blame him.
Both Dee and Steve...
Get the hell out while you can. Get out while you can still get a pension. Who knows what's going to happen here.
Thank you. Just want to take a moment to both of you to let you know, thank you for your service and your commitment to Trimet and for helping to make it and our regional transit system better today. And because of both of your contributions, we want to say thank you to both of you. And of course,
yeah, look at this. Here they are. Look at them. There they are. Man, there's one black guy, Gardner, and he's pretty useless. Look at the rest of them. Jesus, that's your stand. They look like Republicans, don't they?
and of course, we will...
Only Leto's taking it seriously. I would be wearing a mask, too. I'm not hysteric, but I don't see any reason not to wear a mask. It's like, why not? I'm used to it anyway. I hate it, but it's better.
Say our proper goodbyes and best wishes in the weeks ahead to both of you. So, and look forward to inviting the board to be there with the farewells and the best wishes there. Next, a quick update on our Better Ed project, the first disruption required for the MAX line extension and reliability improvements project.
It's going to improve reliability. Yeah, nothing they ever did improve any reliability. They've never improved reliability. Never. It's never actually improved reliability. No project they've ever done has improved reliability.
Went very well. We wrapped up as scheduled, and we resumed regular service on Sunday, April 9th. And I just want to stop and pause and thank all of our employees who stepped up and helped with this project to really help our riders navigate through the disruption that was taking place. For projects like this, we invite every one of our employees across the agency to serve as ride guides, so that we had hundreds of employees who volunteered to go out and assist our riders making connections on buses and MAX trains as people traveled around the disruption. We had a fantastic participation, and that pays off for spades for everyone working together to make this project a success. Work continues, though, on the Better Ed project, and our estimated completion, is the fall of 2024. Our next required shutdown for the project is scheduled for late July. Fittingly, during the Earth Month, Trimet submitted our climate action plan to the Federal Transit Administration, and it's part of the FTA's Sustainable Transit for a Healthy Planet Challenge. The plan charts out Trimet's...
See this garbage they sling at you? It's just total garbage, useless, nothing.
Course in climate leadership, and it lays out a path forward on our march toward zero emissions bus fleet. It's available for everyone on the FTA website, along with our climate action plan of peer transit agencies across the country. Among the highlights are 70% reduction in carbon emission just in the last year, and we will talk more about...
Listen to this garbage, man. I'm reading some news here while I'm watching this. Listening to him is such a useless voice. The European Commission President brands Gazprom's decision to sever deliveries to Poland and Bulgaria is unacceptable. Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the EU, has accused Russia of using natural gas supplies as an instrument of blackmail. What? Do you expect him to just take all the abuse that the West has been giving him and do nothing? How can people not see through this? How are people so stupid they can't see through any of this? Even this idiot, Dessous up here talking nothing, his entire presentation is useless.
that contribution
And where's your frog? You said you're gonna. The board said they were gonna ask him about Frog Ferry. Well, where is it?
to that impressive figure when the board considers the resolution a little bit later. In the meantime, the plan is also available at trimet.org/climate plan for anyone who would like to take a look at it.
Nobody cares about a climate plan.
Finally, I'd like to recognize another of our amazing employees. To say Kim Looper is a man of few words would be putting it mildly. But he's a light rail operator whose body of work speaks for itself. Kim
See how he's added this little employee recognition into his report.
is the most highly decorated operator at Trimet. And the reason why comes down to one word, and that word is safety. I'm going to have our Chief Operating Officer, Bonnie Todd. She's here to tell us all about the latest award that Kim is receiving, his 40th Superior Performance Award. 40th. Bonnie?
Yeah, thank you, General Manager. So Kim, I just met you. This is your 40th time receiving the Superior Performance Award. You encompass Trimet's core value of safety. I want to thank you for embodying that value day in and day out to provide the very best and safest service for our riders. Receipt of this award is an extraordinary achievement requiring that an operator complete 1,960 hours on the road with no preventable accidents, no more than 16 hours of lost time, no unexcused absences, and no warnings, reprimands, or suspensions. And that's not all. Additionally, the operator must adhere to standard operating procedures while providing considerate and considerable customer service with no more than 7 customer complaints. Operator Looper, you have achieved this 40 times, with 39 of those years being consecutive. Kim has already achieved the Gold Grandmaster Operator status by achieving his 30th Superior Performance Award 10 times ago, which put him in the elite category of fewer than a dozen Trimet operators. Kim also has an astounding record of 30 years of perfect attendance and is a member of the National Safety Council Million Mile Club with 35 years of Safe Driver Awards from them. I'd like to have General Manager Dessou join us now for a special presentation.
Look at Kim. He's like, poor guy. He looks beat down somehow, doesn't he? Everybody stand. Oh my God! Look at this.
Kim, on behalf of Trimet, we want to just say thank you for 40 years.
Even the board stands up. Look at this! Look at this!
Always tell people
Look at this! I've never seen anything like this.
Are you? That's on the front line.
Yeah, well, it's important that they try to present that. Like, we really care about you, operators. Look at all those white guys.
Really taking care of our passengers and operating safely. So thank you very much for your service, sir, to our organization and to the region. You're welcome. Address the board, or any words that you want to say as how did you do it for 4 years?
Just showed up to work every day.
Okay, all right, hold on. I want the board to have an opportunity to say.
Director Lewis?
Oh, look.
Jumped over the
It's an honor to shake your hand. Thank you.
Come on, let's hear it.
I want to thank you for
Do you know Kim Looper?
your dedication. It's exemplary. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know either. I just did it.
Well, you're a model for a number of people within the agency, and just want to tell you how much we appreciate your dedication and your service. You know, the public benefits from it.
Sit down now, everybody.
Thank you.
And I'll simply add, on top of the safety record, I know how much of an impact you have on people's daily lives. There's kids and adults out there that you get to see every day. You get to watch them grow up. We get stories from people that tell us about how a bus driver asked a question one day and it changed their life. So I really am grateful for you representing us safely and showing up every day. Congratulations.
He's one of those maniacs that doesn't take sick time, and those people are crazy.
Thank you.
He looks rather disheartened. No statement, no nothing to say. Come on, you have an opportunity to really say something that can really impact. None of these people that ever get these awards actually use their platform to the advantage of the employees.
So, President Simmons, I have just...
For example, I would have got up there and I would have said, "Thank you very much. I've loved this job, but you really need to pay us more. You need to raise our salary at least 1/3. Okay, we don't get paid enough." Poor guy looking at me looks all befuddled.
Just a point or two I want to make. First, I want to thank Susan, James, and Amy from Frog Ferries. I want to thank you for being here today and your comments. Want to let you know that I'm going to go back and sit down with staff, and we'll sit down and we'll get together with you very soon. So you can expect something coming from me to
You need to make a commitment to win.
have a meeting with you so that we could start some mediation conversation with you on that. Mia from Bus Ride.
Frog Ferry people, you better write this down. And if he doesn't do it, you better come back next month and report, because the way these board meetings work is they always make commitments at one board meeting, and then it never comes up again in future board meetings.
Riders Unite. Increase in ridership is our priority. It's a pillar for us. So we would love to work with you if you have any strategies that you would like to work with it and
How
provide
about fare free transit? That might work.
to us as we continue to look at creating strategies for ridership. And then John Charles from the Cascade Institute, I went back and talked to him on the break, just to let you know, board. I look forward to really sitting down myself with him and having a conversation along
That's never going to change. We know that's going to. Okay.
with staff. So we'll report back to you on that as well. President Simmons, that concludes my report this morning.
Thank you, General Manager Dessou. Let's turn now to the consent agenda and
Well,
items.
okay, that's that. That's fluffy, nothing. Didn't discuss this. None of the attacks. Didn't discuss the barriers. Didn't discuss. Although I did rewatch one of my videos, and I did hear the safety guy say they were going to have all new bus barriers by the end of the year. Of course, that's kind of late. They should be working on that now, but he did make that commitment. We didn't hear any other controversies that are going on here. All the disruptions. Okay. Anyway, that's all. There's nothing else to say about this. I'm cut off. Sorry.